Experimenteer.
Hi, so I thought I'd make a little video about David. This is my robot that I'm trying to make as close to human as possible. If you can excuse his terrifying eyes, I'd be grateful just now. I haven't made eyelids for him yet. He's a bit on the creepy side. He's currently just being controlled by an Arduino. I just want to get the mechanics sorted out properly first, and then I'll think about adding sensors and that sort of things. Might add a camera on him somewhere so we can do some kind of image interpretation or something like that. But yeah, I'm just making him for fun and playing around really. I've started working on his arm. I haven't made a thumb for him yet. Again, just sort of sorting out the mechanics, and then I'll tidy up everything afterwards. I'll give you a quick demo of the arm as well. That's currently just some 4 servo motors on him just now being controlled by an Arduino Uno. Again, just to test out the mechanics of him. Once I'll stick a battery in so you can see it working. Once I get the mechanics ironed out, I'll maybe think about adding sensors and that sort of thing so that you can interact and touch with stuff. I'll reset this again. So yeah, I kind of based it on a real human hand, how we have tendons that contract and bend fingers and that sort of thing. He's got quite a strong grip actually, considering that it's just nylon threads that are being pulled by these, I don't know if they're micro servos or pico servos. I think they're micro servos. I don't think they're small enough to be pico servos. But yeah, that's David. I'll try and keep you up to date on that's the back of his head. It fell off just now. I had to glue it back on, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna screw it on eventually. But yeah, this is my terrifying robot, David. He's really cool and creepy. I'll make other videos about him as I go along. But yeah, once I get the head sorted and I'm gonna figure out where everything will sit inside him. I don't know if I'll upgrade that to something else. The Arduino Uno is, like I say, just for testing to see how the mechanics of it are going to work and that sort of thing. Also, when excuse me, the batteries run flat, his eyes go a bit creepy and tend to look all over the place. Well, creepier, I should say. I'm going to make a firmer base for his arm as well. This is just a bit of wood that I got laser cut out, and the motors are being held on by tie wraps. I'll need to get something more solid eventually. But as I've said multiple times now, it's just to get the mechanics sorted out and figure out how I'm going to get him to move generally. He hasn't got a thumb yet. That has been laser cut out as well. I just need to actually make it on. But I was too eager to see if I could get his fingers working. I don't know why they didn't all bend there. I think that's because this battery isn't strong enough. Maybe try a different one. I'll take the one out of his head. I normally connect these up to my power supply, but my power supply is over at the other side of the room, and I couldn't be bothered plugging it in again over this side, so I'm just going to have to make do with batteries for the time being. So yeah, that's David. I'll see if that improves the grip on this one now that I've changed the batteries. Nah, I think I need stronger batteries. He can normally pull his fingers in no problem. I wonder why I didn't do it the first time then. Oh, he's struggling a bit. Yeah, I think the batteries are a bit on the weak side. You have to get something stronger. Cause that's one little 9-volt battery trying to pull 4 nano or pico servos all in at the same time, so it's probably quite demanding on it. Yeah, so David.
Experimenteer.